but it's an economic advantage for us. It's actually a very strong advantage that we are teaching children in different languages in our schools, which we want to expand in a number of areas in particular, to actually have kids that are internationally focused, who see the world as their playground rather than just either our country or our region. David's right, certainly about the VMC. And I know this is a former minister who was responsible for the Multicultural Commission. Having an independent VMC is exceptionally important, and it is to us, because we don't see multicultural communities as a political domino or tool, and Bruce has seen how our opponents might operate for 30 years in this space. We see multicultural communities as part of our future, who need to be, all of us need to work together for the benefit of Victoria with a strong structure like the VMC atop some of those organisations who can help them and assist them. And assisting them to do their work and their own community work is very important for an independent structure like the VMC. It is also important, as David said, for yourselves, chambers, to be in an economic space, and knowing that you're in that kind of economic space as to what then advantage that then brings for us, to ensure that you've got resources so that when we come to government, we can actually supercharge again those super trade missions which the Baillieu government begun. And certainly after the election in November, whether it's China, India, Indonesia, I intend to lead those trade missions with David as Treasurer, and I intend to make sure that those trade missions, the super trade missions, are back, and that we seek good working relationships with our bigger neighbours in particular, because we need to do that, and we do need to have a relationship, a strong relationship, as I said, with China, India and Indonesia in our, not as the biggest ones, but certainly others. And we need to have the Premier leading those trade missions as well with the Treasurer to make sure that we are working again with our neighbours. I just say to this room again, the importance of multiculturalism in our state is something we don't underestimate. It is something we cherish, but it's also something we want to absolutely enhance. And we want to make sure that communities have got the resources and the facilities to do so. Whether it was on the weekend, we were committing to an Indian cultural centre in the southeast, whether it's one in my area to East Asian communities, or to Islamic communities in the western suburbs, which we've done. We just need to focus on this as a strength. It is not as some in government, and I'm sure the current government see it as just another box to tick. No, it's not. It's an important strength. And as I said to the Melbourne Scots, or the Scottish organisation in Melbourne, they're part of that mix too. It's everyone. It's all of us. Multiculturalism isn't just people from Ukraine who don't speak English. It is all of us. That's who we are. It is our fabric. And so